Open up a cold one for podcast number 5. Hello, beautiful people. Let's get to it. Welcome, beautiful people. It's podcast number 5. A lot has happened since the first podcast. We're actually rocking and rolling finally. Dude, we're big money now. Big money. That was my V8 Sparkling Energy Black Cherry. If you didn't know, we talked about it on the last podcast.
V8.
Just because you made fun of me, I'm going to open one. That's how I open this freaking podcast. You're welcome.
I'm glad you feel good about it. I don't.
I'm also hyped. Let's go.
He's had too many energy drinks, guys.
Yo, this week, okay, summer's coming around. It's finally July.
We're in summer.
Yes. I'm supposed to be gone. I'm supposed to be, like, out of here.
Rest in peace. Moment of silence for the Blue Coats?
Oh, no, just like DCI in general. Band in general.
Nah, just Blue Coats.
Okay, whatever.
Screw those other guys. And Blue Star. I'm sorry I made fun of you, Blue Star. I love
Blue
you,
Stars? You made fun of Blue Stars?
Yeah, like podcast 2, 3. I said something. You said something about subpar chorus, and I was like Blue Star, and you were like, no. And then I felt bad.
yeah. You were
I
like,
listened to some Blue Star. I was like, dang, bro.
Did you really go home and listen to some Blue Star?
Well, yeah, bro. I dogged him on.
You're like, I gotta make sure they're good material.
Shout out to Blue Stars.
Yeah, good. Whatever. Moment of silence for both of those people. Oh, you were actually gonna do it. No, I'm good.
Like not even 5 seconds. Whatever.
Georgia summer. I don't like it. I haven't had to deal with it. I didn't deal with it last year. I literally only came here for 2 days for the Atlanta show, and then I was gone.
I've never experienced anything different as my full-time summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like that.
You're used to it.
Well, not even that. It's like I don't know what's out there. I don't know what's better.
Yeah. Honestly, literally anywhere except for 2 states. Screw Arkansas and Oklahoma. Sorry if you live there, but damn, it's awful. I don't like it.
The summers?
Yeah, it's brutal.
Arkansas
it's like
and Oklahoma.
Massively humid, and it's just muggy.
If
It's like if you took Georgia summer and took away the pollen, but just like amped it up.
It's like so. It's weird. If I would have guessed like the 2 worst states for summer, it would have been like Texas and Arizona.
Okay, Texas is just bright. It's bright all the time.
Yeah, but it's just weird how I don't know Oklahoma and Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't know. They're very specific, but like Texas is bright, and it's just like it's dry hot, so you get used to it. You know, you just put on a pair of sunglasses and put on a tank top, you're good to go.
Yeah, I've never experienced. I've been to Texas a couple of times, but like I said, never for a full-time summer. So it's like your body doesn't notice the change because it comes right back.
Facts.
And it's like I've never experienced a large period of dry hot.
Dry hot is really nice.
Only ever had wet
honestly.
hot.
God.
Wet hot.
Wet. That. Well, we're gonna skip past that.
Moist warmness.
Jeez. Okay.
And as we were saying, the skipping past part.
Yeah. Georgia's terrible. I don't like Georgia. Georgia's okay for like a couple things.
I will say though, I enjoy the cold more than the heat because
for sure,
because
like
of
100%.
Just because of the things that you're allowed to wear during those times. Cold,
you get to wear everything.
Cold, put more on, feel less cold. Hot,
yes,
take off to a certain point, and then it's illegal.
and in some areas, maybe not. Yeah, it's just all of my good clothes, all of my like dress to the nine clothes, winter. Cardigans, like
definitely.
Suits, overcoats, like anything you can put as far as accessory wise. Like you could literally take like an average Joe outfit, put a scarf on, and then like maybe a cardigan. You're good to go. Change your shoes, put on some boots.
It changes the whole vibe of your the outfit.
Facts.
I've seen those outfits for many years of my life from you.
Yes.
And it's just like when you're in class and you get hot, like, and you would take off the cardigan and the scarf, it'd be like, oh. So he doesn't look fancy at all anymore.
You can dress it up, dress it down, anything you want to do.
Yeah.
Like going to your last concert, winter concert, not the spring one. So like
my last concert?
Yes,
yours.
Okay. Not your last concert. Sorry, your Christmas one, I think. Came in. I was in just some pants, just some blue pants.
The white shoes?
The white shoes.
I made fun of these white shoes.
Bam!
I made fun of them. I was like, just with the outfit he was wearing that specific day.
Okay.
It's besides the point.
I was wearing blue pants. I was wearing white shoes. I was wearing suspenders. I was wearing a blue shirt. Or no, gray shirt. And then I was wearing a blue and white cardigan. And I think I had my pennies on. So I was balling as far as like color scheme. But
except for the white shoes.
No matter where I went, I could dress it up, dress it down.
Oh, yeah.
Take the suspenders off, take the cardigan off, look good.
It is impressive.
You know, put it back on,
like-
put the cardigan on.
It's like, what do you
scarf it up?
What do you do during the summer? It's like, this tank top is nicer.
Yeah. What? You got like one piece of clothes. You can't wear accessories in the summer.
You could be like those dudes.
Or like wear like
we talked about them last week with like the shorts, a little too short, maybe not too short, except they look good. Those dudes.
Like, okay, our shorts
Wear
for the
romper.
summer, our warm-up shorts,
Yeah.
they're excellent. They're like booty shorts, but they're not like revealing. They're just like nice athletic shorts. And, well, granted, I lost mine. Shout out to some high school that we were at. But, dang, dude, they're
Dang,
so
that
nice.
sucks. Like,
But,
like some high school you're at on tour.
yeah.
So you lost them on
So
tour.
someone has a pair of blue coat
Or
shorts.
somebody doesn't, which is even sadder.
Ah, yeah, L. Well, either way.
They're
Like,
just out there sitting, waiting to be worn.
okay, when I'm going to go outside.
Were they washed when you lost them?
I have no idea.
Because if they weren't lost and nobody's found them yet, they're just like, they're still you. Your DNA, just chilling.
Oh, gross. I don't want to think about that.
Moment of silence for the shorts. Just a moment of silence. Everything.
Yeah.
Anything bad happens, just
That's fine.
moment of silence.
Moment of silence. I really... Okay, so, for example, Georgia summers. I was used to the old uniforms we had. They were wool. They were massive. And they were a full jacket, full pair of bibbers, long socks. You had black shoes, black bibbers, red and black
If you didn't have any
jacket
of those things,
and a shake-up.
your grade would be demerited.
Yeah, facts. So, like, you had to wear them. And then gloves. You had to wear gloves. Depending on the person, you had to wear gloves. And so it was like, I was cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Cooking in Georgia
Oh, yeah.
summer.
We-
And then you had to, like, wear stuff underneath.
Yeah. So much, like, and we had specific stuff that we're supposed to wear underneath,
Yes.
which it didn't breathe.
No, none of it did.
So it's like,
your body was, like,
It's like-
roasting.
it was so hot that it got to the point where, like, for the first couple games when we're supposed
yeah.
to be in full uniform,
No, we'd
after
be,
enough complaining, it would be like, we'd just be in shorts and shirts because it's
Yeah,
so hot
facts.
in here, man.
and again, it's not hot. It's just humid hot. And
Wet.
so it's worse. The thing that I liked about going on tour is we were everywhere. And so, like, some days you'd put on those warm-ups. So, like, the way we did it, the way our uniforms were set up, we had a cat suit, which was from the ankles all the way to the neck
Yes.
covered. It was like a unitard almost, but we had cut off sleeves because that was a shirt.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was stretchy and it was breathable. And then so you had compressions underneath, and then depending on, you know, your genitalia, you probably had like a cup or something else underneath your compressions, and then so shorts, shirt underneath, and then you had the cat suit, and then you had joggers, and then you had a black shirt. So it was black shirt, black joggers, and then you had whatever shoes you were wearing and gloves. So it was like, that was okay. Warm up was chilling because we had the shirts. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
And sometimes we would wear the shorts. And even our uniforms, they were stretchy. They were breathable. We didn't have a jacket that like choked us. It was a blazer, so it was nice.
Yeah, you feel good.
But like, geez, dude, I don't know what it was, but like my high school uniform was garbage. Not only because of quality, but like
I heard they're getting
was
new
hot.
ones.
they are, and I've seen them. You would like them.
Good for them.
They're good. Yeah.
A lot of things are happening right after I leave. New uniforms, auditorium. It's whatever. It's whatever high school. It's not like I
A painted field.
poured my heart and soul to you because I really didn't. It's really not like that.
You didn't at all. So, dang. Oof.
I regret
Imagine that.
I regret high school. Not going to it, but not going to it. I missed way too many days of high school.
Yeah, you did. You did.
It's whatever. It's whatever. Look at me go.
okay.
Look at me go.
Look at me. I'm on podcast
I'm
number
on
5.
the Sandbag Show.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
Making all that money.
Mm-hmm. Making, what is money?
It's good. It's good.
I work for it every day, so
Facts.
It's
Big
something.
facts. Yeah, I'll say, like, granted, our uniforms, we didn't wash them. Like the wool uniforms that we did for high school, we had so much underneath that it was like they didn't really get disgusting. Plus, by the time we were performing, it was nighttime, it was less hot, and we weren't out there all the time, and they breathed a little bit in certain areas where like it wouldn't get gross, you know?
yeah, I feel what you're saying.
And we had like a whole week for them to air out, to dry up, it'd be fine.
Yep.
Going on tour, you were doing shows every day. And not only that, but it was like stretchy and elastic and like a different material that shit would like stick to you, and like it'd be gross. And we maybe did laundry for uniforms like once in a blue moon.
Like when you're taking it off, just that.
Like no,
when you're taking it,
you didn't even like you couldn't take it off like by the sleeve like a normal jacket. You had to literally like throw it inside out. Yeah, like shed it. It was so awful. Like, okay, so coming out of the showers, you'd already be wet, dried off. You'd be damp, you know?
It's a shower.
Yeah, exactly. So you come out, and because of time and because you can't walk out naked, you had to put clothes on in the locker room. So it was like a sauna, putting on a compression-style, like, uniform, and then having to walk out in that, and then also go in the heat. You were set up to fail from the beginning.
Also play a show.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not just standing out there in the heat.
No. You're moving. You're booking it.
Booking.
Yeah. And, like, I don't think – and, again, our shows, because of where we lined up, we played pretty late shows anyway. So, again, the temperature cooled down.
Because you were the height of the evening, baby. Let's go.
But also, like, our warm-ups, midday. And we'd be cooking.
Yeah, I was there
and, again, not as bad as our wool uniforms in high school.
I was
Not
there.
Even close.
I was there for one of your rehearsals, and I don't do DCI. Let's go. Let's go, champ.
Bro, do you remember? I think it was Natalie, like my niece. She was like, "What do you have in your back?" And like, I was so sweaty, and then I was also shirtless. Turf was like covering my back.
Yeah,
and it was like rocks in your skin.
I do remember.
And like after a while, you didn't worry about it. You literally just had turf on you everywhere you went.
I was wearing my pink outfit.
You were
pink
which everywhere.
Some people in blue coats know. A lot of people around here know about.
Yeah, facts.
Just all like
the
pink shirt, pink and blue shorts, pink and blue shoes, long pink socks.
Yep.
Like let's go. I was full pinked out, which is also the way I saw you off when you went to blue coats.
Facts. That was good.
So I showed up to the rehearsal in Murfreesboro.
Yep.
Murfreesboro. It was Murfreesboro.
Around there.
Yeah. And I remember watching the whole rehearsal and everything, and like when your family came up, they were like, "We want to hug you, but you're sticky."
Yeah.
And then I remember being like, "I'm gonna be that dude," and like, ugh, and I just gave you a hug because I haven't seen you in how many months.
Drenched,
and then I remember getting off you and being like, "I don't want to be this dude ever again." I feel like I just rehearsed with the blue coats.
And here's the thing, like when you're in it, you don't worry about it.
That's how it is.
You go through a whole day and you're just disgusting.
Yeah.
So like
it comes to a point where you're not even like you don't even feel hot anymore. You're just sweating.
Yeah. You'd hug each other. You'd like be all touchy-feely. You'd have to do choreo together.
Yeah.
And so like it really wouldn't matter. And like the stench, you wouldn't smell it after a while. Like okay, for example,
if you just forget about it, it goes away.
Shoot, dude.
Shoot.
You just plug your nose. You're good to go, dude.
Just get used to it. Stop complaining.
Gosh, like. If it would rain, we'd have to go inside. Ooh.
Bummer.
Ooh. No. Not even that. When you walked inside, dude,
cold.
Took off your shoes, took off your whatever extra layers, and then you put on rain, sweat, and then already your disgusting clothes. It was bad. Especially if you were in an enclosed space, even in an auditorium.
Oh,
you're talking
about smell.
Smell, and then just like, you just felt disgusting. Because like, when you go into AC and you're like sweaty and gross, it feels
you feel all the exact parts where the sweat is because it's cold.
Yep.
Like so you're like I have sweat everywhere.
Yes, and then it's also like it's not even water. You're not even like out of a shower. It's like this is gross.
Yeah. The worst feeling ever that only happens if you're irresponsible. It's
okay, like good way to start.
It's like whenever you like get home, you shed clothes, like especially after work, and then like you have to go back out and you don't have any more clean clothes. So you put back on your clothes that you wore for the day, but it's like they're already dirty, but at the same time you were wearing them today, so it's like it's not to the point where it's like I'm not wearing my dirty clothes. It's like this is just what I was wearing.
Yeah.
The worst feeling is like taking off dirty clothes and having to put them back on. Specifically like
even if it's clean clothes, you being dirty and putting on clean clothes is disgusting.
Even that does feel gross. Yeah.
My least favorite was the specific college that we were at. They have rules about partial nudity and like having a shirt off or certain amounts of like, and so at certain areas you couldn't be shirtless, and so So, like, depending on the area that we were in, we had to have a shirt on. One, that sucks in drum corps because you're just sweating through this shirt. And then there'd be some times where we didn't have to wear a shirt. So depending on the field that we were at, we didn't have to worry about it. And putting on that shirt after you get off of that certain field, that was rough. That was rough. Or like getting out of a place and then having to put on that shirt. Did not like it whatsoever.
Sounds like you just don't like putting on clothes, Kendall. Putting on my clothes to be decent when they asked me to.
I mean, like, I wasn't complaining, but it was bad.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I could not do it. Gosh, by God.
You will not catch me with a shirt.
Hi, man. I don't care. I ain't wearing a shirt. No shoes, no shirt. That's how I live.
But I still get service.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not fun, that's for sure. But like one thing I love about drum corps versus marching band, and I get it, I totally get it, because of laws and indecency and like that whole, because you're dealing with minors and stuff.
Yeah.
Having a level of decency when you're on the field in marching band totally makes sense.
Especially nowadays, man.
Yeah. You just got to be careful, you know?
Yeah,
we're aware of more, and so it's just easier to not do it than to have some kind of like gray area, you know?
Yeah. Or yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Gray area is the best way to describe that situation.
Yeah. And with drum corps, it's like, well, we're all adults and we're going to treat ourselves like adults.
Yeah, and it's not like anybody's like, take your shirt off.
Yeah,
It's like everybody is there is like, please, can I take my shirt off, please?
Yes. And not only that, but like if you don't want to, you have that choice.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
remember a time in our high school band where having your shirt not all the way off, but we did this thing where we would like
drape it around your neck.
Yeah, take our arms out, but it would still be around our neck and, you know, kind of covering up like this area.
Yeah, your upper torso.
Yeah, and I remember the year that was out. They were like, no, none of that.
Yeah. Our staff was like, hey, we can't do that anymore.
Yeah, it's like it's so whack. Sucks that
it does, but also like it's understandable.
It is understandable, but it sucks. It's like, you know, like everybody tells the stories about however many years ago. It's like we used to like play in the yard as kids and this and that and this, and like we used to always leave the doors unlocked, and like
it's just a different time.
Yeah, but at the same time, you hear all those people say that stuff and they're like, back in my day everybody was nicer, but it's like, no, they weren't nicer. You didn't have
the knowledge.
Nobody was texting about it. It's like now somebody gets like somebody gets kidnapped and within minutes they're like, dude, I'm like kidnapped in the back of this car, what do I do? But before they got kidnapped and they're just scared.
What?
I'm saying like,
I don't know where you were going with that.
I'm saying like everybody now is saying like the world, like there's so much more like everything, and it's like I know crime has risen, but population has risen. So
I think our awareness of
it's
specific
that's definitely what it is. Now I can look at my phone and see exactly how many stores got robbed yesterday and this year and this and that and this.
That makes
when
sense.
Before it's like you only knew it was in your community, you only saw what happened to you.
Yeah.
And so it's a completely different time, era, world, whatever.
Facts.
Shout out to those guys.
Plus, I think too, it's like, as a staff member, it's just easier to like, let's just not even go down that road, or like allow ourselves the
eliminate the possibility.
Any of the variables. Just if we just get rid of it, it's fine.
Yeah,
and that way we don't have to worry about it.
I remember one kid had his shirt unbuttoned. It wasn't even off. It was just unbuttoned.
Oh yeah, he had like a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, and I think he kept like the last one buttoned. If not, it was just all the way unbuttoned. And they were like, can't have it. None of that. Get it out of here. I remember the day that was gone. I remember the day bandanas were no longer allowed. Man, crazy.
I don't remember why that was. Was that like gang related or something?
Just what if this one band kid wearing a red bandana on the practice field at 8 a.m?
Granted, we're in Georgia.
What if he's in the
gangs that we have is like some drunk dude.
But Kendall, he's wearing a red bandana at 8 in on the practice field, Kendall. Crazy.
It seems
it
weird.
Is crazy.
It seems weird for our culture and our area. But other places,
at the same
definitely
time,
makes sense.
At the same time, it's just like understandable, whatever. It's like the L word, man. Liability. I hate that word. Liability stopped me from having so much fun in high school, man.
That's like talking about like rules ruined me. It's
well,
like,
no,
what?
because the fact of the matter is, I know this can't be said for everybody, but if I'm on a band trip and I break my leg, I'm not suing. I'm not suing the school. I broke my leg, but liability says I can't jump wherever I wanted to jump. It's like if they would have given me a contract in high school where it was like, yo, you can do whatever you want that's dangerous, like that's within the confines of like basic human decency, but like you
No.
can't sue us. And then, but we care. You don't
No.
care.
Again, this goes back to like it's because you're a minor, dude. Like
Not
that's
anymore.
Let's go. I can break my leg whenever I want.
I can break
I'm
anything.
a man.
Nobody's
I'm an
protecting me from my
adult.
stupid decisions.
Gosh, this is what we do on the Sandbag Show. Tell you everything that you should not do.
Where would I be without liability? Should I be thanking liability? Nah.
Do we have liabilities for this show? You're a liability for this show.
I am a liability, technically.
Jeez, we don't know what's coming out of your
But
mouth.
I don't have social media.
Facts. They can't track you. I guess they can.
They always can.
Somebody's gonna find you.
They always can, man. I've come to terms with that like anything on the internet somebody can get to if they're good enough.
Well, yeah, for sure.
If
That's just a given.
If they're good enough, man, they're getting to it.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm a big believer, sort of like I'm halfway. So I guess I'm not a big believer, but like if you have nothing to hide, like don't be worried. You know what I'm saying? Like why are you worried if you have nothing to hide?
Yeah.
So it's like people are like Facebook's looking at my stuff, or like Google might be tracking this, but it's like yeah, but like
Do you have stuff they need to see?
it's like what's on there that you're so worried about, my dude? But they're like no, it's not that. It's a privacy thing. It's like I get it, but I don't know.
I
man.
think the only thing that I don't care about like social media or like other company. That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But like my phone, I have conversations with people that are private. It's their information or they're sharing something with me that they want to keep between us.
Yeah.
And like if other people look through my phone and they're going through my text messages, that's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Hold up, dude. That's lame. But like I don't like have anything on here that's like gonna put me in jail.
Yeah, I remember. Oh my gosh, I remember. I don't know how long it was ago. It's been a long year. Some time ago. Not this year. I'm pretty sure. This like Snapchat was changing its terms of service or something like that. Yada yada yada. Basically, Snapchat was like giving itself more like power, like to be able to look at your messages with probable cause or something like that, or something along the lines of Snapchat being able to like see something of yours.
Got it.
And I remember it just blew up everywhere. This was back when I had a Snapchat and I was in high school and like I used it. It was just everywhere, man. They were like, "Don't let Snapchat get your stuff, man. Don't let Snapchat get you." But it's like, what are you doing on Snapchat, man?
Like, what you doing,
It's
bro?
like, wait,
Hold up.
I kind of want to get your stuff. What's up? Like, there's something there I want to see that you don't want me to see, or is it you just being crazy? I totally get the whole privacy thing, and I totally get people not wanting to see your stuff, but at the same time, it's like, chillax.
Maybe?
Chillax. It's
Yeah.
all good. Just welcome to the
That makes
Sandbag Show.
sense.
Sit down, have a V8 sparkling energy drink,
V8 sparkling energy.
or just
Or
water.
actually, it's sparkling plus energy. Wow. Sparkling juice, babies.
Well, that just changes everything. Kendall.
yeah, I know. The plus.
It didn't change everything.
Speaking of food, snacks. Do you remember having snacks in high school, like when we would like bus snacks?
Yeah.
Okay. We do the same thing in Drum Corp, but like you just get that stuff yourself, and like you're responsible for your snacks. We got like a bus box.
So you don't have band moms who bring the snacks back?
Nah, if you do, they're the real hookup, bro. Like buying snacks for like 160 people, bro.
Imagine you're on the Blue Coats bus. You're chilling in the back because back of the bus, vet bus, Blue Coat,
Facts.
shout out or whatever.
19, bro.
Anyway,
All right, whatever.
Imagine like your mom just comes back. I brought the snacks, mom.
Actually, okay, so people were weirded out. I'm a big I don't know. For me, whatever is mine is also yours. Like
Yeah.
same thing with like my house. My house is almost like a safe haven for anybody to crash at. My food is your food.
I remember the first time I went into your house. The very first word that anybody goes into your house, I've heard your mom say it a million times. It's like if you don't have anything that you want, it's because you didn't ask for it. Or you didn't look.
Yeah, facts. And it's the same way with like just my stuff in general. Like I pack for drum corps and marching band the same. Like I pack for other people, not just me.
It's a Southern thing, by the way.
Yeah, maybe. I my end.
It's a stereotypical Southern thing. Not
Agreed.
saying that people
It's
in the
a
North
common-
can't be beautiful people. Okay, you're all beautiful people. If you're listening to the Sandbag Show, let's go, boys.
except for us.
If you hear this, you're a beautiful person.
So I would pack and like okay, for example, I got a package from they brought it to me because mom and dad wanted to see me. My sister made Oreo balls or Oreo ball or
I know.
bars.
I know.
Bars.
I know exactly what it is.
I don't. It's like a
Or at least I think I do.
cheesecake. It's like
Okay.
a ice cream. I don't know what it is, but it's like an Oreo brownie,
Mao?
but cold. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. She made him at Thanksgiving too.
Yeah. I don't even know what they are, but they're so good.
Dude.
It's like cream cheese and like Oreo.
I asked her to make it for my birthday and she didn't, but I couldn't be too mad because
Like you eat 2 of those and you're gone.
something like that shouldn't exist. So I feel like
No.
she had to like buy it from somebody illegally. That's why she couldn't get it to me for my birthday.
And see, the thing is, there's like not illegal substances in there. It's
So
just it's
good.
dense of
It's
stuff.
so good.
Here's the thing. I got that. I got brownies, and then I got a ton of snacks from people that I know that were sending it to me. And I wasn't going to eat all that myself. If I was going to eat all that myself, like during Drum Corp, I was going to die. Like, eating sweets in Drum Corp is rough because, like, you better be prepared for that next day. So I went around the dorms.
You reap what you sow, baby.
Yeah, and we have, like, an hour or so, and I got them on, like, a Wednesday, so it was like a free night for us. And so I went around the dorms and was like, hey, does anybody want one of these? My sister made them. And people were surprised that I was handing them out.
You know,
They were like, why are you doing this,
Yeah.
bro? Like, these are your snacks. Like, you got to take care of them. I was
Yeah,
like, nah, dude, like, have them.
on that topic, that is really, I had a very, very, very similar experience at Red Lobster. I was we have this area in the Red Lobster. I don't know if every Red Lobster has it. I've only worked at one Red Lobster, whatever. I don't know if all serving places have it, but we called it the Dungeon, and it was just this back area where all the servers.
That sounds rough.
That's where they set their bags. That's where we hung out when we had free time. Anything like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was just called the Dungeon for whatever
It
reason.
was like an employee area.
Yeah,
Got it.
separated from guests where they couldn't hear you and whatnot. And the dungeon was always just messy, you know? And it was us.
Yeah.
And one day I came in, and it was messy. I didn't have any tables, and I was chilling, and I was like, you know what? I'm clean up back here, tidy up a little bit. I'm not going to touch anybody's stuff, but, you know, this
Yeah.
trash and stuff, I'm going to take care of it. And this one dude who actually got fired, like, a week after this, he looked at me like, he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just like tidying up back here. There's like stuff everywhere, and it's like there's like plates, and it's like I can take care of this. I ain't got nothing to do. He was like, well, you need to go. He's like, do that somewhere else. He was like, we don't do that. Like, this isn't your mess. Stop worrying about it. Like, why are you being so nice? And
What?
Yeah. And I've had. It was not just that was the most prominent one. That was the most like he was just like stop.
Dang.
But like we have side work where we have to complete it before we can go home.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And like, if I would either be done with my side work slash
You'd start helping other people with theirs.
Yeah. Well, or if like something that I messed up or I spilled something or blah 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 blah, me fixing it helped with somebody else's side work, not even on purpose. Like I'm just like cleaning my mess
Yes.
or cleaning a mess that I see. People would be like, "That's not your side work. That's not yours. Why would you do that? You want to go home on time? Like, hello?" And it just
That's weird.
Yeah, it actually.
That's weird to me.
Like I confronted a couple people. I was like, "Hey, I'm probably gonna help you. Is that a problem?" Like when people's food
People
would get
not be wanting help.
yeah, it's crazy. People's food would get put into like the window, and I would like run their food to the table for them, and then they get it. I'd go back in the kitchen and be like, "Where's my food?" I'd be like, "Hey, I ran it for you," and they'd be like, "Why? Why did you run my food for me?" It's like, well, I thought thank you was the next thing.
It's like I'm not looking for thanks, but
Yeah.
like what?
I would have to ask people like, "Is it okay? Is it okay if I do this for you?" It's crazy.
weird.
Yeah, it's a crazy experience.
I worked a little bit at a bar at in downtown Chattanooga.
You were
And-
security, right?
Yeah, and security was the easiest thing. Like after the bar was closed, and I mean even for like a good period of time, like your job is just to make sure that no one makes a mess of themselves and like, you know, no fights happen or people clean up their stuff, that kind of deal. And like we weren't bouncers or anything.
Yeah.
And after everything was done, like we had to make sure everybody was out of the bar before we could leave.
Yeah.
Not employees, but every customer was
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And after the bar was like closed and stuff, we were waiting for people. Like we didn't have anything to do. No one else was coming in, so we didn't need to check IDs or do wristbands. And everybody was gone from outside, and we were closing stuff down. And so like security would wait for like a whole hour doing nothing. And so I was like, well, I've worked in I've worked in like the food industry before. I'll just help like sweep stuff.
Yeah. Break stuff
Or,
down
like-
and stuff.
Yeah. I was like, hey, how do you do this so I can help you?
Like,
And then people
be
were
worth
like,
what you're being paid. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And I was like, I'm getting like $14 an hour to sit around? What? I was like, might as well. And they were all like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Like,
And I was like-
stop. It's
was-
almost like if you do that, they're gonna expect us to, which is just a terrible mindset.
And it's like, what? I don't know. And going to like Drum Corp, it's like that's how you live. Like you gotta help other people. You gotta do this. Like picking up the slack, not the slack, but just picking up for someone else.
If everybody,
just in general,
if everybody helped everybody, the amount of extra help that we would have to spare would be
facts.
like insurmountable.
Like
but since you have so many people that don't want to, we don't have enough help.
Exactly. Like for example, we had this like a band of excellence. It was like this weird. That's not the right word. We had this like honor band, so to speak, that people could pay and perform with the Bluecoats for this big Pro Bowl event. And so we had a lot of high schoolers, and we also had to travel like a weird, like we didn't have like a set location. We had to drive to the Pro Bowl stadium and then go back to our housing site. So we had to take stuff with us.
Yeah.
And someone forgot their stuff like in the stadium, and the bus is like a mile away. And they were like, maybe I should just leave it for tomorrow. I can go back and get it. And I was like, well, let me just take your stuff to the bus, and then you just run back and get it, and then I'll just leave your stuff somewhere in our area.
Yeah.
And like some people are like surprised by that, and
Crazy.
it's like, dude, just let me take your stuff, and then you go do your thing.
Like helping you makes me feel good. It's not for you, brother.
Like I'm gonna be selfish.
It's like, yeah, you're getting the help, but like
it makes me feel like a human.
Makes me feel so nice. Okay, just let me do this.
I don't know. It's just weird. Like especially with marching band and like any marching art in general, like it takes a team to make all this stuff happen. So like, do your part, but also do other people's part. Like help people out, bro.
It's crazy. Like we talked about it a little bit last week, I believe. I struggled with like arrogance in high school and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's really bad when I was like the section leader since my freshman year, the second half of my freshman year. So I have all these rookies. I have all these rookies that like need to be taught, and I was very blessed. I had a lot of really good rookies came in, caught on, and it was a struggle for me to learn how to teach the people who just weren't getting it, you know, because some people it just doesn't click as fast.
Yes. That's with every organization.
Literally nothing. Like, I don't know. Those people obviously feel like sometimes they feel like I'm just not worthy. I can't do it.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
I'm lesser than all these other people who are getting it faster. And that.
Yes.
And because I just genuinely was arrogant at that point, you know. And when you're an arrogant person, you're not thinking, how do I not be arrogant?
Facts.
So it's just like trying to teach those people and not understanding, like, I don't know, I guess how to.
Yeah.
It's just, it really is a struggle. And like, all they need is help. And it's like.
Or just guidance.
Yeah. And helping them is really hard when like they need more than help. And it's just a crazy experience, man.
Yeah, I agree. And like, I don't know.
It takes time.
Facts.
It takes a lot of time.
Going back to like food. I had like a lot of snacks. Like I wasn't going to eat. Like I asked for Cliff Bars and like things that I could like eat very easily, that I could just shove in my pack like whenever I needed a snack or whatever. But then I also got like a lot of just like snack food, like Cheez-Its and like gummies, Lifesaver gum, like all this stuff. And then I would also put it in like my bus box for on the road whenever I would want something. And I don't know, I just handed that stuff out to anybody. Like it was
I've been with you on the bus.
Yeah, it was like,
I know how it is.
You want stuff, like, come and get it. Like this is my food, but also yours.
Just opens up the bag. He's like, come on, boys, where you at?
Yeah, facts. And, like, I don't know, like, in my dorm, like, on my shelf, I had all of my food, and I was like, yeah, bro, hey, you want this stuff? Like, I had to go and ask people. I was like, hey, you want a Gatorade? And they're like, hell yeah, I want a Gatorade, but, like, they wouldn't ask for it.
Yeah, and the thing is,
like, what are you doing,
the thing is with you, and I know you, it's like, at that point, when you're already offering it, it's like you need them to take it. You bought enough for them.
Yeah.
like it's not like it's your last Gatorade and you're like, do you want this here? It's like you're like, guys,
I gotta get rid of this.
I bought 2 packs of Gatorade. I'm one person. Like, come on.
I ain't gonna drink all this, bro.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. And plus, like, I don't know. I've had like a very fortunate. I didn't have to have a lot of struggle in certain areas, and so that allows me to like do a lot for other people. And like, not to put myself on a pedestal, but like I just feel like that's part of my job as being a human.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. By the way, what are your favorite snacks when it comes to like what you want on the bus? Like munchies.
My favorite snack.
Well, I guess more currently it'd be like a road trip because you don't do this anymore.
On the bus.
On the bus. Because, like, we had terrible snacks in high school. Like,
yeah, because the band moms, we weren't allowed to bring our own, and they were allowed to supply them. So you had yeah, they tried, but
they tried.
They had to. They have to be. They have to be band moms. You know what I'm saying? They can't they can't give me what I want. My favorite snack. You know.
Shoot, dude, you didn't fix us pigs in a blanket for. I don't know what was like the most southern snack.
Most southern snack?
You didn't give us some Jack Links, beef jerky,
sweet tea popsicles.
Oh, jeez.
I've had them. They're a thing.
Really?
Yeah. I've also had pickle juice popsicles.
That sounds disgusting.
I loved them when I was little. Not anymore.
If you like pickles, wow, never mind.
I like pickles.
You're a pretty okay person. I just don't agree with you.
Anyway, my favorite snack, that really is a hard one.
Well, okay, in high school, what was your favorite snack? Because I know you eat differently now.
Yeah, I try and eat better.
Notice the word try. Did I just mess up your train of thought?
So, in high school, I would say, I don't know, I'm not a sweets person, so I never really, I guess just any kind of chip was just my normal thing.
You chowed on some Cliff Bars, though.
Cliff Bars? Okay, so Cliff Bars are delicious in themselves, but
Yes.
I have a special place in my heart for Cliff Bars because I feel like Cliff Bars had saved my life at one point. It's an exaggeration. It's so an exaggeration.
They
but
did.
we were at Universal and we were riding
For a band trip. Yeah.
So we were in groups and we had to stay in groups and blah 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 blah. We actually we didn't have to have chaperones on that trip, which was awesome. We were allowed to just roam Universal. Anyway,
Facts. As a high schooler, that was like
it was like
yes.
It was like, wait a second, we don't have to hold your hand and go through the zoo.
Yes.
Anyway, so we were on the first. If you've ever been to Universal, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're not, I'm going to try and explain it. One of the first rides that you can ride when you come in is a Spider-Man ride, and it's not like a super
It's like a 3D adventure.
Yeah, it's a 3D adventure. You're looking, it's telling a story. It's cool. You're like, oh, I love
But it's
Spider-Man.
not like a roller coaster.
It's totally, it moves around and it's fun. And I had fun, and we tried to ride every ride there, because I'll probably never go back. But it was definitely kid oriented.
Yeah.
I could still talk. Like I wasn't so into it that I wasn't I was staring at it. Anyway, so during this ride, I remember just thinking to myself, I wasn't even paying attention to the ride at this point. I just remember, I think actually, now that I'm getting to it, I think it was our second time riding that ride because it was the second day and we added somebody to the group and they hadn't ridden it. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I don't remember who.
But I remember that we had ridden it. That was my second time, and I just wasn't even on the looking at the ride. I was like, I'm so hungry. I'm hungry to the point where I don't think I can have fun today unless until I eat. My stomach was growling, and it was growling till I could hear it, and I know other people could hear it, but they couldn't hear it right now because we're on a 3D ride at Universal. I was like, dang, I am so hungry. And when I get out, I asked Kendall for any food that he has. And he's like, oh, I got a Cliff Bar, and I've never been more satisfied.
You chowed that thing.
Not only did I
you went in.
I felt it in the moment. As I was eating it, I vividly remember looking at you this is the best Cliff Bar I've ever had in my entire life.
Chocolate chip, by the way.
What is going
Classic.
on? What is going on? Why is this so good?
Yep. Facts.
So after that experience, I would say when it comes to quick sustenance, yo, I feel terrible. Give me something that's not gonna feel terrible. I would say Cliff Bars.
Yeah, Cliff Bars are moderately healthy. They're not terrible. They don't have a ton of extra shit in them. I don't know. It's not bad. It's not the healthiest thing you can eat.
It's not kale, you know.
Kale chips are the greatest.
Kale chips are so good.
By the way.
If you've never had kale chips and you want a healthy snack, eat kale chips, man.
Facts.
Because you can make them unhealthy or healthy, depending on what you're going for.
Yeah, facts. Olive oil and salt. That's all you need. But
maybe a little pepper if you're getting spicy.
Pepper as a spice.
I didn't mean that came out wrong. I don't think pepper is spicy, guys. Come on.
So now that you eat differently, I know in Drum Corp, I ate a lot of gummies. They were whenever I'd have a snacks or a candy, I'd love eating those M&Ms or if I had Skittles with me or I would sometimes I'd buy things that were unhealthy. Arizona teas, my God, those were bomb on tour. Arizona tea or Peace teas, bro.
Peace teas are so good, dude.
They were so nice, and we'd stop at gas stations, so I'd just be loading up on those things.
Are Peace teas an everywhere thing?
I think so. Yeah, Peace teas are Arizona's.
Only been to Georgia.
But it was really nice.
I went on a road trip recently, and I will say that the only snack that I craved beforehand and during, so I'm glad I bought because I was craving it beforehand, was beef jerky. And
Yeah.
I bought, like, beforehand, I was like, I'm going on a road trip. Like, what do I need? And, like, my eyes just kept going to beef jerky. So I just bought, like, 4 different kinds of beef jerky.
And honestly, like, beef jerky, depending on the brand that you buy and then what you actually, like, what's done to it, can actually be a pretty healthy snack.
Have you ever had deer jerky?
No, I haven't.
I've
heard it's really good.
I've had homemade deer jerky. It's pretty delicious.
And especially, like, if you're a meat person.
If you're a meat person.
that sounds bad out of context.
Chief beef.
What would... man.
I just brought back some memories for Kendall.
Wow. Okay.
I'll elaborate real quick. There is a...
No.
Little...
Just say it again.
Chief beef, man.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
He's
wow.
He's a police officer.
What a character.
He is a police officer. The chief of the squad.
Okay. We might explain that. We'll probably do that when we explain the title of the show.
If enough of you ask, I'll explain anything.
We'll DM you. Wow, that was a roller coaster. You like that reference? Let's
let us know. Let us know if you know. This is awesome.
We're talking about healthy snacks. What are some alternatives that you can think of? Maybe stuff that you're not craving specifically, but like if
healthy?
If you were gonna take on if you did tour, what would you bring? Just from what you eat now.
Unsalted peanuts.
Yeah, that's a move.
Yeah, like no like salt on them. That's what I'm saying. Like less processed.
Facts. I honestly like any kind of granola. Not
course.
a lot of like. There's like a lot of chocolate dipped or like caramel covered or like whatever. And there's like a lot of like
you're eating healthy. We swear.
No. Or like a lot of like chewy bars. Those are not good. But like pure granola, or like the Nature Valley like crunchy, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of protein versions of those.
I was about to say protein bars.
Yeah.
I don't typically like them. I've had the like you said, the chocolate chewy, and those taste good.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to like just like protein, like if you're just trying to get protein in your body, they don't like taste super delicious.
It depends on the ones that you buy, but yes, I agree.
Well, I'm just saying like in comparison to chocolate, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I will say they will make you feel better quicker.
Yeah, facts. I mean, just anything that's sustenance that doesn't have a lot of preservatives or like refined sugar, that kind of deal, or as little processed stuff as possible.
I hate processed food. I had McDonald's for the first time in months the other day.
Wow.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, we had Wendy's like a couple podcasts ago. That ruined me.
Yeah.
That was rough.
I had like that. I had Wendy's that day, but that wasn't like my meal. I went home and ate. Like I had McDonald's as like food. Like,
dang,
let's get some McDonald's for dinner. And I felt terrible, dude. And
it's weird. Here's the thing. Okay, so if you're like a normal fast food eater, which a lot of people live fast lives, and that's why it's there.
And a lot of people are raised that way.
True. True.
Like,
as in, depending on
me,
income houses, as well as like just culture.
I used to think that fast food was the way to go.
Yeah.
Like it's easier, it's better. Like it tastes good. It's crazy.
Here's the thing. You can really eat smart with a lot of fast foods. So, look at your menus, be smart about it. But also, when you go clean for a good portion of time, and when I say like a month worth of time, and then you go back to fast food.
A month isn't even that long. You know what I'm saying?
No. And it ruins you. Like it's you really see a noticeable difference.
Yeah, I've been moving into my house. Well, I'm pretty much all the way moved in, but still don't have a stove. Anyway.
Jeez, dude.
Anyway.
On like 5 podcasts now. This boy didn't have a stove or social media.
When we were moving in, like all I had was a rug, you know what I'm saying? We were eating fast food a lot. It was really easy.
Yeah.
Still don't have a stove, things like that. And I saw noticeable differences in not just how I felt, but like my sleep schedule.
Yep.
Like the way my appetite, how much I wanted to eat. Like because I was eating so terrible, I would wake up and not feel hungry. But it's like I know my body needs sustenance, and I know that it didn't get sustenance from that garbage that I ate.
Facts.
So why do I not feel hungry? Yeah, it's crazy.
And here's the thing, like drum corps and marching band, any marching art, like you're going fast. It's high intensity performance, and especially in marching band, like. You have half the day where you're not dedicated to marching band, and you have a time where you're on the road or you're in between rehearsals or you don't have time to literally go cook something because you're a child. So like eating something is hard.
I don't know
know
how to cook anyway. So.
And with like Drum Corp, you're on the road the whole time, so you can't really cook. You're relying on other people to serve you.
Yeah.
And honestly, like making those healthy choices, not only is, how do I put this? Not only is it good for you in the like most literal way, but like you have to set your body up as an athlete. Like you have to be peak performance, and if you aren't, that next day of Drum Corp is gonna ruin you.
I think
ruin you.
I've heard you say this before. I'm not trying to steal you credit for this joke, but it's like you said it's like pouring SpaghettiOs in the gas tank. Like
I don't know if anyone's seen that video, but geez, it's so good.
Like literally,
it is
literally pouring SpaghettiOs in your gas tank, your stomach, and expecting it to
or
run.
like trying to. It's really. Your body is a meat machine. Like you literally need to fuel it. It's a car. It's a piece of equipment, and not taking care of it will really set you back. You can get by. You can really like tough it out, but it's gonna be so much harder. It's one of the biggest reasons why high school band, you have a lot of kids that, well, one, they're just young and they don't know any different, or they don't care, and that's okay. Like that, we're all young, still are. You have a lot of kids that just come in and like those rehearsals are rough.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, you look at your rehearsals and it's like those rehearsals are rough. You know what I'm saying?
Like you go 8 to 11 at night.
Yeah. So you know our little dingy 8 to 12s it doesn't compare. But
No.
you have kids that, you know, when somebody falls over, what are you gonna do? Come on, it's only an 8 to 12 rehearsal. It's like, no, obviously they have a problem right now.
Yeah, and honestly, it's just lack of awareness of what they need to do for their body.
Like
or
kids would come in,
you know,
and not eat breakfast.
Yeah,
That is crazy
and like,
to me.
sometimes that's an athletic choice. Like you can fast, or you know maybe that just doesn't set your system up right. But sometimes like you need that.
We were in high school, like.
Facts.
Nah, eat breakfast, kids. Come on.
Or they just wouldn't bring water. They'd have like a water bottle.
Yeah,
and I'm
not
like, bro,
bringing water is
you
the
need a
craziest thing.
You need a Coleman like gallon
Yeah,
jug, bro.
more.
You need a jug.
Yeah, 2 gallons. Come on.
Good grief,
Chug
man.
it. People, they always say, but when I drink water, so much water, my tummy hurts. Oh, gosh.
Dude, that stuff like goes through your system like that, bro.
We had a tech, I don't remember who he was, with somebody that our band director had hired to come in, and he was saying, like, drink so much water, and then he had people saying, like, but my tummy and stuff. He was like, I will pay you money if you drink if you drink so much water that you come out here and either throw up or whatever. I will pay you money.
Honestly, it's hard to do it.
You can't, like,
it's hard.
He was like, you could chug if we had a 5-minute break and you started chugging to the best of your ability from the start of the 5-minute break to the end of the 5-minute break, all that water would be gone by our next break.
Yeah, and granted, that may be an exaggeration, but the point still stands. I mean, it's rough. Do you remember our group of friends in high school? We used to make gas, is what we called it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I remember it.
We would set ourselves up.
I wonder what that would do to me now.
Oh, my God. We should try that one day just to see.
Do it right before the podcast.
Okay, we would
We need to explain.
Yeah. We would set ourselves up like with a big day ahead of us. So,
or we'd either do that, or specifically one time we stayed up all night before band camp, an 8 to 5 day.
Oh, God.
And then we did this. Now
continue. Okay, so we would do it before, like we ran a Winter Guard event, like a big, like the Sapa Winter Guard event at our high school.
Which was like a long day, like 7 in the morning to like 9 at night.
And we had to work it. So it was like, let's get hyped, let's get ready.
If any of you have ever done anything like that, like we were like moving floors or we were running around. That was pretty much our 2 options.
Yeah.
To continue
or
walking all day.
concessions.
Well, yeah, which in itself, the food industry.
Again,
same thing.
Fast.
But the floors there, like the Winter Guard floors, that
are heavy.
Heavy, man.
Heavy.
Like it takes a whole Winter Guard team plus the extra people that we have provided, like me, to help you. Yeah, it is crazy.
So
continue.
We would have this, and I don't know where we came up with this idea. I feel like we did it before, like by ourselves.
We weren't there for the first time. I know that for a fact.
Me
and you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it had been done.
It was before?
Yeah, it had been done in the group before us.
We dubbed it gas.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely. They dubbed it. Look at all this stuff we made. Anyway.
Yeah. So we would get a huge pitcher or a bucket, and we get like we had a science to this. We were big boys, but we'd get every energy drink that we liked. Everyone.
It started with every energy drink that we liked, and then it turned into every energy drink. Like
No, it started with the ones that we liked, and then it got to like we're just gonna get everything.
Yeah.
And the base of it was Monster and Red Bull, because you'd have like what 3 Monsters to 2 Red Bulls.
Yeah, mostly like a lot of Monster, because it was
a 2-to-1 ratio.
It was our drink of choice.
Yes, and then you would do like a little bit of every extra one, and then Nos or it was Venom. Nos or Venom. It was the mango.
Because they tasted really, really similar.
Yes.
Yep.
Nos and Venom, and those would be like our extra stuff.
Usually Venom, because it was only $1.
Yeah. And it was about the same ratio of Red Bull. And then we put like half a something and whatever. So we'd combine it like a child at Taco Bell, just getting every drink that's there.
Just like stir
and we would stir it in, and we'd pass it around like a fruit punch, and we'd drink it. Here's the thing. We're high schoolers. We're also boys, and our hormones and our like everything, we're going out the roof already.
Even if that drink had no, like it had the same effect as a normal energy drink. Even if it does.
Yes.
The placebo effect that drink caused.
We were hyped. And here's the thing, like not only were we raging, but we'd hit hard.
I remember
afterwards.
I think we were at a SAPA event. I think we were at a SAPA event, and I remember you were like this day is like really dragging, and then we got the gas, and and then I just remember seeing you the next time, and you were just like, let's go, like let's do this.
Woo! Yeah, I was hyped. And here's the thing, we'd have it like just it'd be in a bucket.
Yeah, just chilling.
Yeah. There was no like safety about it at all.
Not like a I don't even know, like a big like tea pitcher, just like a popcorn bucket from the movie theater. Like just a bucket, man, 5-gallon bucket,
dude.
It's crazy.
And here's the thing, like we would do it before events. So you said we stayed up all night before. Was it the 8 to 5? Like it was the big week.
8 to 5.
Of band
which is 8 to 12 outside, and then lunch break, and then the rest inside.
Yeah. So to us in high school, we had a big day.
Huge day.
And
to us.
Yeah, facts. And we stayed up all night, and then we created gas for the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
We started the day with that.
Mm-hmm.
And we have no sleep.
Anybody who has ever stayed up all night knows that after a certain amount of time, it's like, I don't know the exact science for it. The only thing I know, like chemical in your body that does this, is adrenaline. But it's like after you stay up for a certain amount of time, it's like you have the period where you're really tired, and you're like, I should sleep. But then once you stick it past that, you hit this like sleepy high, and you're hyped to be up. Everything's funny. Like you're chilling. It's a great time. And we were in that, and then we drank gas.
And here's the thing. It's like we technically started our day with that. And that was the only sustenance that we had.
Oh, yeah.
We ate like leftovers from the night before.
Or we just didn't.
Or we didn't. And we went into band camp like that. Imagine like 7 hormonal young boys like trying to do band camp and pay attention and holding our horns. And then like midday, you'd be gone.
Oh,
you'd crash.
Oh.
You'd be like tanked.
We'd be like in the inside rehearsal, and we would just like
we'd be doing sit down band, and we like put our heads between our knees, and you're just like, ugh.
I perfected the falling asleep with my trombone, like so good. Like
you really had that stuff down to a science.
I remember Jacob Hayes is the person who sat next to me, and he was by far my favorite person to sit next to in any band. Shout out to Jacob Hayes. He didn't do this always, and sometimes when he didn't do it, I'd get kind of angry because it was a common thing. I would be sleeping in class with my horn, like in between my legs. I'd be like, yo, I'm not talking about like while he's working with the flutes. Like I'm talking about we got 16 measures of rest.
You're like during the...
I'm taking a snooze real fast. And I'm really sorry to any adult band director that is ever gonna hear this, but I would be snoozing, and I'd be like, yo, Jacob, I just need 2 beats, bro. Hit me at 2 beats. And I'd be like and I got decently good at it. And I remember the one time I got caught. I was so cocky in high school, it was crazy. I remember the one time I got caught, my band director was like, yo, what you doing? I was like, yo, I was taking a nap. What do you think I was doing? My eyes were closed.
You just straight up was like, I'm taking a nap.
I'm sitting here falling over. What do you think I'm doing? Don't ask me that question.
Are you dumb, bro?
Do you want me to lie?
God, yeah. No. We would do that. We would legit did that.
Too much. I'm too much.
Gosh. All right. Well, hey, shout out to all those high schoolers. Don't do dumb things like that. And if you're about to go into drum corps, like, oof, be prepared, because drum corps is a different world. You know, you are going into peak athleticism. So, yeah, gosh, be prepared. I know there would be like free nights where, you know, depending on the age, sometimes you're legal to drink, and there'd be a lot of guys that, like, you know, would drink alcohol, and you'd have a lot of guys who, and just in drum corps in general, not specifically a corps, who might go overboard or might not think about what was ahead. In our corps, we had, like, I don't know, we kind of did things in moderation. There were very few things that we did that were dumb, and if we did it, we were being somewhat safe about it.
World class, baby.
It wasn't even that. It was just
world class.
I guess I don't know, what we did that we thought was dumb or that was dumb, it wasn't as detrimental, you know?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, again, everything in moderation is pretty solid, I think.
Yeah. You can enjoy anything in moderation.
Facts.
I remember when I saw your brother drink soda for the first time, and he was like, and I'll never touch it again for years.
He did that when we were like, I was like 12.
Yeah, we were young.
Yeah.
We were like at his house, like we were swimming. Well, he had an apartment. We were swimming in his pool, and he had Mountain Dew.
Oh my gosh,
Mountain Dew Red Code, and he got one of those, like, you know, like the classic. Yeah, Code Red. He had like one of those classic, like, what you put scotch in the movies.
Yeah.
And he like filled it up halfway. What you do with scotch in the movies. Yeah. And he was like,
he just sipped on it.
He was like, and then the rest, never again. 4 years. Let's go. I was like, dang.
Yeah. No, that's really funny.
Fuel your body.
Yeah. Yeah. Just be smart about it. Especially going into high performance, and just know, just be aware, you know? Like, I feel like when you're going into a competition, don't be dumb.
Your body sends you very obvious signals, and it tells you things in very obvious ways.
And when you're young, a lot of times you don't pick up on that.
Yeah.
So self-awareness is really good.
You just think you just think like, why is this happening to me? Why does my stomach hurt so bad?
Or you're just that hype.
You've only had donuts. Come on, man. You've only had donuts.
Or you're just that, like, angry that you're just like, whatever, I'm invincible, I can do whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just tank.
Those were the days.
Yeah, facts. Well, and those were the days. We're still super young.
Yeah, but I couldn't go to jail for doing what I did back then. But now, easily, locked up, 18, let's go. Like,
what?
When I was younger, I could do something stupid, and the cop would be like, call my mom, I'd get in trouble with my mom. But it's like now I do some of those same exact stupid things, and I go to jail in, like instantly. Like, fights in school. You got kids getting in fights in school, all through middle school.
I see what you're saying.
But you get a fight in high school and you're 18, you get handcuffs. You go to jail for assault on a minor.
All right. Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Okay, that's how we're going to end this? All right. Well, be smart with your body. He didn't know that we were about to end this.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Assault on a minor. And that's it, everybody. This is the Sandbag Show.
Good grief. Well, podcast 5. We're still running. We got a 5. Yeah, we're 5 strong of terrible podcasts. So thank you all.
You guys are still here. Thanks.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, we're a very niche market of people who like us. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, just to recap, take care of yourselves. Don't do anything stupid.
We want you to take care of yourselves.
And if you do, be smart when you're stupid.
Have fun at least when you're stupid.
You can find us anywhere you find podcasts. For a video version, you can come to YouTube. Make sure I don't know, if you like it, give us a review if you want. You know, spend like 30 seconds. Give us some time. Do some comments. Give me some critiques. Tell us how terrible we are. Whatever you want. Send us some recommendations. You know, you got some people we want to interview. We'll probably be doing interviews soon, just to get some more people that aren't as dumb as we are on here. Yeah, you have fan art, you got music you want to throw our way, email us, sandbagshow@gmail.com. You can DM us, you can find us anywhere, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Instagram's probably our main deal, but yeah, man, find us anywhere. Talk to us. We want to talk to you. Wow, I'm just blanking. That whole ending that you had, William, was rough.
Sorry about that, guys.
Well, thank you all, you lovely people. Bye.
Bye.